All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back here for the final series of the night here. We got a Division C matchup here. Triple Threat versus Lost Souls. To end off the night, it's going to be a lot of fun. Both these teams looking pretty good so far throughout the regular season, but we are joined by a first-time caster here tonight. We got Daryl joining us on the desk. How are you feeling tonight, man?
I'm feeling good. I'm ready for a Div C match. They're always fun, always entertaining, high pressure. So I'm really excited to get into this one and see what they have in store for us tonight.
Yeah, it will be a lot of fun, but we're a little bit behind schedule, so we're just gonna bust through this and get this show on the road. So like we said, I gotta change this. I forgot to change it. Triple Threat versus Lost Souls. Lost Souls so far 2-0, tied for the highest winning percentage on the season at 66.7%, leading the division in shots per game, as well as being demoed per game. So a couple of interesting, division leading stats there from Lost Souls. They're looking pretty deadly. And then they're going to be facing off against Triple Threat, who are 1-1 on the season, a little bit lower of a winning percentage, which puts them down at that 9 spot. And again, nothing really standing out stats wise for these guys. Pretty low shooting percentage at 20%. So it looks like they're kind of getting a lot, not really an efficient team here, getting a decent amount of shots, but not really being able to put it in the back of the net. So Lost Souls definitely looking like the favorable team here stats wise. And I know, Daryl, you said you were looking at some of their stats before the series here today.
Absolutely, yeah. I was looking a lot into their assists just to see what kind of plays we're going to be seeing tonight. A lot of solo plays that I noticed, but hopefully maybe throughout the week they've been working on their passing, and I hope to see some of those cool passing plays that we love to see.
Yeah, was that for Triple Threat or Lost Souls?
That one was for Triple Threat, but
okay.
It's kind of similar on Lost Souls. I know they got Trout Fan, who's kind of bigger on passing. So
okay. Yeah, Triple Threat actually had the lowest assists per game, 0.075 out of everybody in the division. So definitely a good shout there from you. So let's go ahead, toss it down, talk a little bit about who's on each of these teams. Lost Souls, like we said, 2-0 on the season, captained by a newcomer to the league of a man named Turner. And like you had mentioned, joined by Trout Fan, who's another newcomer to the league, and then Futago, who I believe was a Division D member last semester, making that jump up to Div C this semester. They're all looking pretty solid this season. Lost Souls, like we said, actually, I think they're at the technically number 1 seed, right, in the current standings, with 2 members over that 1 goal per game mark. That's always a pleasure to see. And Futago being a solid, third man of his team, just over that 0.56 goals per game mark. Obviously, the standout stats here for Trout Fan is the assists per game. Like you had said, looks like he's getting a lot of those, passing plays. Sounds like he likes going for those, but he's also getting demoed a lot, which is kind of interesting. So definitely going to be a fun, team to watch, especially if they're going for those passing plays like you mentioned. But let's go ahead, toss it over to Triple Threat, and I'll let you talk about these boys a little bit.
Absolutely. We got JD. I believe he's new to the league, leading the way. I've heard a lot about him in the Discord. He's been popping off. I believe I saw him in Sixers a couple days ago, which is always good to see. Followed by Bones as their second man. Bones, active user. Love to see him playing. I saw him, I believe it was last game. He was getting up in the air. Kind of looked a little mechy last time I was watching him play. So I'm really hoping to see him up there, hitting some cool shots for us. And then followed by Lone Isa. Lone Isa, third man. Normally, they're going to be sitting back, waiting for the ball to come to them, but Lone Isa is he likes to get up there. He likes to take the risk, take those 50s in the midfield, and try to keep that pressure high. So I'm excited to see what he can bring to the table for us tonight.
Yeah, Lone Isa is one of those guys. He's been in the league every single season from season 1 till now. I think this is going to be his sixth season. So he's got a lot of experience under his belt, and I don't think he's really found the success yet. I think he's made it to LAN once. But I'm always rooting for Lone Isa just because he's been around so long and been a long time supporter of what we've been doing. So I'm excited to see if he can make something work with this Triple Threat team. But I forgot to get predictions up. So if you guys are in the chat wanting to put some boost on the line, I did just get those up for a couple short minutes here before the game gets started. But speaking of predictions, Daryl, I'm going to go ahead and ask you what your prediction is going to be with a series count here on the series.
Week 3, Dcrl, one of the most monumental weeks. I know Weevil talked about it yesterday casting. this is where teams start to get that team chem going. So
Yep.
underdogs have a chance to take down the big dogs, like we see Lost Souls, #1 seed, and I'm hoping Triple Threat can take it, but I believe with the stats, I'm gonna have to go with Lost Souls. I'm gonna go game 4 here.
All right, yeah, it's hard to argue against those these stats here, especially when, like I said, you got 2 members above that goal, 1 goal per game mark. Trout fans going for these insane passes. It's hard to root against them for sure, but. I never agree with my co-caster, so in this situation, I am forced to go against you. I'm going to say Triple Threat is going to take this series. I know JD has been grinding. He's been looking really good in Sixers and stuff. Bones last semester was arguably the best player in Div D. I mean, I know you were there too, Daryl, so maybe you were up there for sure, but Bones was one of those standout players for me. And I'm a little surprised to see his stats are a little bit lower, especially his shooting percentage, but I gotta go with Triple Threat. I'm gonna do it. I think, like you said, week 3 is a monumental moment for a lot of these teams where they start figuring it out, and I hope this might be the week for Triple Threat. I'm gonna go with them. I'm gonna say Triple Threat. I'm gonna say they're gonna take it in 5. I know we were talking about that. I want to see a game 5. It's always a little bit more entertaining, but yeah.
Absolutely, game 5's best, especially in Div C. Always
especially. Dude, I feel like a lot of the Div C matches that I've seen have been very entertaining. So hopefully this one doesn't disappoint. All right, looks like we're looking to get into this one. Game number uno between Lost Souls and Triple Threat getting underway right about now. I know we've got some people saying upsets and stuff in the chat. It would be a pretty crazy upset to see if Triple Threat can come through, but like we said, I've seen JD grinding. We've seen the season Bones had last semester. I'm not going to write him out, but game 1 getting off to a pretty hot start here. Demo does come out. Lone Isa is taken off. The field 50 comes out. Bones sends us over to the blue side. I got to ask you, Daryl, has their Trophin makes a barely save. Have you played against either of these teams yet?
I have not played against either of these teams yet, but I have watched every Div C match, and one of the players that I brought up at the beginning was Lone Isa. I really like watching him play, getting into it. It's very entertaining to watch him, and as we see him almost get a goal there, but it's cleared out by Not Turner. And a good shot coming in from Troutfan. What a good save coming in from JD. Going to be bringing that up. A lot of pressure coming in early here. As we see a good opportunity here. What a save by Not Turner. Oh my gosh. Wow.
That was a great shot from Lone Isa, but an even better save, like you said, from Turner. You could see Lone Isa in the cam just baffled that that shot did not go in the back of the net. An insane, play there from both of these teams. And dare I say, this Div C match already looking a little bit better than that Div B match we just watched. But yeah, it's looking like a great start between these two guys.
Oh, what an opportunity for JD there, but a good save by Troutfan. Like I said, a lot of pressure coming in here from this orange side. Just a brick wall of saves coming in from this blue side. So hopefully we can see one of those squeak buys. We got a good opportunity here. Maybe to get a mid. It drops down, but we got a pre-jump just a little early, and Troutfan just rolls it in. Walk the dog. What a goal. Maybe a little sloppy on rotations, but just great vision on the field from Troutfan to be able to see that and walk it in.
Yeah, like you said, a little bit of a rotational mishap there from Triple Threat. I think JD had a decent opportunity on the air dribble, but a pre-jump and Lone Isa getting caught up a little bit. Like you said, just lets Troutfan walk that one home, and Lost Souls already up to a goal lead here. Another chance for Futago. Been pretty electric last season. Shot comes out from Not Turner. Double commit comes out. Save's still there though. JD should have a follow-up. Completely dusts Troutfan there. Turner should have a touch into this corner. All does pop up. Turner gets a beat around another one here. Bones forced to retreat here. JD looking for a big booming clear here. Might be awkward for Bones here as he just kind of turns back. Looking like a little bit of an awkward play here. Bones 50 goes over to this blue sidewall. Turner grab that big boost, but denied by Lone Isa as Triple Threat looking for an offensive moment here.
Futago with a good save there. Gonna get it mid. Troutfan on the wall with not a lot of boost. Futago missing that. Got a couple whiffs coming in. Bones going to be taking this nice and slow, seeing if he can get a good flick here. Troutfan, good clear. See if he can get another touch. He's beat by Lone Isa. Man, it's just flipping the script here. This orange team, oh, with another good opportunity. Bones coming in, but just barely saved by Fatago. This pressure is just unrelenting right now from this orange side, and looks like we're going to get a change of pace here.
Yeah, no, one thing I really like, especially from my stuff from Bones, is he gets a great redirect there. It's going to be the first goal for Triple Threat. Gets a nice beat around that last defender. But one thing I really like that I've seen from Triple Threat already is not only have they been very aggressive, but I saw it once from Bones already, is taking control of the ball instead of just finding these big booming clears that are really hard to follow up on as a second man. You know, when you take your time and just control the ball, and not just give away possession every time you touch the ball, that's going to be a big, you know, idea for a lot of these Division C teams. A lot of them, you know, you're at the cusp, you're at the rank of being able to, you know, control the ball well and play a little bit of a higher level. And if they can control the ball and not give away possession every time they touch a ball, you're going to find success here in Div C.
Absolutely. That's one of the biggest problems that I've seen with teams as a second year in Div C, is just giving away that possession when you have an opportunity to get a little play. We see a good bump there from JD, but just a missed opportunity. Not Turner going to be putting it mid. Gets past one. It's a one-on-one. Good 50 here. Is anyone able to follow it up? Not quite. Bone's going to be clearing that. Trout fan on the wall. Gets it off the backboard. Lone Isa there to recover. A little bit of an awkward touch, but we got JD here to clear it out. There's the clear. Maybe he could have taken a little bit slower there, but just a missed opportunity.
Yeah, 48 seconds to go. We are still tied up 1-1. Game is kind of evened out a little bit here as Futago putting the ball into the corner. Lone Isa, a little bit of an awkward backflip. A lot of awkwardness here in this corner. JD and Bones both on low boost here. Good play here by JD to go grab that big boost. Gets a nice 50 as well. Kind of turns back here, leaves it for Lone Isa, but Trout fan handles it well. Off the backboard, gets a decent 50 here again. Turner on low boost, gets dusted by JD. But the defensive rotations from Lost Souls holding strong here. 18 seconds to go. Will we see an overtime here, Daryl?
It's looking that way with how it's kind of stalemating. Just a bunch of awkward touches in the corner. We see a good offensive play here from Fatago, and we get a good opportunity there, but a good save from JD. Good positioning. Gets roped back into by the net, and it looks like it might hit the ground, but not yet. Flying off that backboard, that could be dangerous, but we see a good pinch coming in from JD, and it's going to be an overtime in game one.
Oh boy, this is shaping up to be a pretty good series here. We are already getting an OT. Bones had an open net there off the kickoff. A good cheat, but just kind of sent it in with a little bit too much heat and sends it over the net there. Had a chance to end game one here, but the game, it does continue here. Trout fan, it's a good 50 with Lone Isa. Lone Isa on low boost. You're looking for a touch, can't find it. Turner gets a decent touch. Trout fan running disruption here. Futago as the last man back in this dominance, looking for maybe a flick here. Gets a good 50. Trying to find this ball midfield. Good 50 goes there, but Bones should be able to settle this one as it goes up this orange wall. Good challenge by Turner. Bones gets the best of him though. Could be dangerous here if Trout fan doesn't get a decent touch. What a play by him to get a decent touch, but the net's still open for JD, and he puts it away. And Triple Threat come back for that early goal to take game number one.
Yeah, an unfortunate missed touch there, I believe, by Trout fan. Good capitalization by Triple Threat there to be there and knock that in to take the first game of the series.
Yeah, no, Triple Threat have really been playing aggressive, and I think it's completely catching Lost Souls on their heels. Lost Souls had some good chances throughout that game one, but it felt like Triple Threat was the one forcing the issue, which is something that, you know, on top of the control idea that I brought up, if you can force the issue as well, and not just kind of get caught on your heels and play reactive, if you can be proactive as a Division C team, that's another way you're going to find success here, and that's exactly what Triple Threat is doing here in this game. It might have been a one-goal game, but Triple Threat felt like they had the pressure the entire time.
Absolutely, and not to disregard what you said, but I'm just looking at these stats and I see JD 6 saves, 5 shots, 788 points. That's not something that you see every game, but putting this team not even on his back, but just being the backbone for his team, just always being there when he needs to, and honestly that might have saved him this first game.
Yeah, no, doing it on both sides of the field, like you said, the 6 saves, 5 shots on the other side, 788 points. Pretty much completely outdoes everybody on the other team, and a great way to start if you are Triple Threat. But I've said this before. You cannot rely on one person to find all of your success. You know, you might be able to steal 1 or 2 games here and there in a series, but it's not a consistent way to find success in a team-based game like this. I'm looking for Lone Isa and Bones kind of help out in the goal-scoring department, or maybe the defensive department here in this game too, if Triple Threat wants any way of winning in this game too.
Absolutely, we see a good opportunity here for JD, but it's going to be blocked at midfield. Just a lot of pressure coming in from this blue side, and we see another great opportunity. Oh my! Oh, it just goes in. What a shot coming in from Lone Isa.
That was a fantastic shot there. Just gets it nice and early, hits it with the corner of his car, and man, oh man, that's a veteran shot if I've ever seen one from Lone Isa from the midfield. Just an absolute ripper to find the first goal here of game 2. Beautiful shot coming out from the second pick.
See another good opportunity here for Not Turner. Just not able to get that second touch that he wanted. Lone Isa, oh, he gets done. Can he get the second touch? He does. Trout fan following up his first shot with a great Oreo Man Dookie. That is what we love to see in Div C right there.
Absolutely love it. And a great follow-up to just secure that ball into the back of the net. Like you said, the Dookie comes out. Beautiful stuff from Lost Souls. I think that's one way you combat this triple threat team, is just to play a little bit more aggressive. Like you said, don't let triple threat run everything in the game. Bring some aggression of your own, and that's exactly what we just saw Trout fan do in a fantastic goal to tie this one up. 4 minutes to go. This game 2 starting to heat up a little bit. Lone Isa, decent touch, has a lot of boost to work with, gets a couple of 50s there. Should buy his team some time. Turner, awkward backflip here, gives Bones a lot of time. Not the best first touch, gets it on 1. Futago, good positioning there to get that save. Still dangerous though. Lone Isa coming flying in, but Futago has a nice speed out here to maybe transfer into some offense here.
Absolutely. We see Trout fan coming in, but a good block by Bones there. It's going to be popped high here. We got an air battle being won by Not Turner, but we see a good clear coming in from JD. It's going to be in that blue half again. Hopefully we can see a good clear here. Good 50 coming in from Trout fan. Not Turner following up that hit. This is just a back and forth battle. It's constant. It's never a stalemate. It's always 50, 50, 50. A lot of pressure. They're just trading shots back and forth, making a very entertaining game. See a good shot coming in here, and it's slotted. Futago, top left bins.
Beautiful shot there. And that is all started from Turner. A very good turn upfield there, kind of cuss rotations, but it's one of those situations where it works out beautifully. And he sets that up for Futago to slot that thing top left. Beautiful shot. Lost Soul starting to look like what we saw in the stats. That's a great second goal there. A couple of great goals from both of these guys as they take the first lead here. Bones, good 50 here, is just gonna bounce up high. Turner has some boost to work with. Double commit comes out, but it's a pinch that ends up working out. Bones gonna just leave this one for JD. That's a good use of control there. Beats out 2, but demo comes out, denied by Futago. A good shot there. Gets another touch, just making it awkward. Trying to play keep away here. Trying to keep control of this ball. 3-way 50 goes in favor of triple threat as JD beats around 2. Futago's last man back here. Can he get a touch? He can. That's a much needed touch there from Futago, and he's been playing fantastic here in this series so far.
Absolutely. He's just being that brick wall that they need back there, getting the 50s when they need it, getting a nice clear. We see a good save here coming in from Turner. A little bit of another 50. He's just, these 50s in the midfield are what can make or break a game, especially in this Div C, because once that ball gets awkwardly hit towards your net, that could just be the end of the series right there for you. But we see Futago with a good opportunity here. Almost, it looked like a bump attempt. What a good flip, but Bones there to save it, and we see another awkward 50 going back to Not Turner in the corner here. Kind of an awkward touch mid as Bones comes in. I love his slow play. He takes his time every time he has that ball near him, and it's just very good to see, refreshing a Div C. See a good, maybe a redirect here. JD just barely missing the net, and JD, great shot opportunities, just a little bit off every time.
Yeah, no, he's had a lot of very good opportunities, and he's found a couple of them in game 1. Unfortunately, in game 2 here, not able to slot some of them away, but you noted it earlier there. Bones does such a good job. He's one of those players and I already kind of glazed on it earlier, but he's one of those players that takes control and just kind of plays a little bit slower, and that is so dangerous, just changing up the pace of play a little bit, kind of getting your opponents, catching them off guard a little bit. It's kind of like throwing a change-up in baseball. That's kind of how I see it. Like you said, it's refreshing to see, to say the least, but Lost Souls still up by 1 here, 46 seconds to go. We're going to see if Triple Threat has an answer. As Turner gets a good 50 there. Bounce goes off the back. Whoa, it's a good pass by Turner. Puts it right on Trout fan's nose. Fortunately, they can't convert it into a goal here as Triple Threat hanging on by a threat here. Lone Eyes grabs that back boost. Pinch comes out from Trout fan. Bones on the front post here gets a decent touch. Trout fan trying to find that ball in midfield. Can't do it. Turner off the sidewall. Hard touch. Can't find contact. Bones going to look for a pass midfield. Lone Eyes is a little bit too far up. And a good chance. It might be their last here in game 2. Can't convert. Ball's up high off the backboard. JD making a touchdown. Trout fan with a great 50. Lone Eyes maybe one last opportunity. Can he go grab this boost? Maybe one more here. Gonna try and get it midfield. Leaves it for a teammate. Bones is there. But sends it wide. And Lost Souls gonna take game 2.
What a close end to that match there. Great opportunity for Triple Threat to tie it up and maybe get an OT, but just came short. But as we look at these stats, I'm seeing a lot of evenness. Both teams about that 250, 300 mark, and that's great to see. It's showing that they're each putting in enough work for their side. Maybe just coming up a little bit short on Triple Threat. Maybe just focusing a little bit more, like I said at the beginning of the game, just trying to get some passing plays going. Trying to get it to your teammate in the open so that he can create an opportunity for you guys.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in the pregame, right? Trout fan. We apparently, according to you, I haven't really seen it yet personally, but I mean, we saw it in the stats too. He's leading the division in assists per game. I don't know if he has one yet in this series so far, but I'm kind of looking for him to. I mean, I know they won that game and definitely looked a little bit better offensively, but I'm kind of looking for Trout fan to start enabling some more goals. It kind of feels like it's been more Futago kind of setting up some of these goals.
Yeah, he's been great. Third man, he's there for the saves. He's there just to get that ball up into a position where it is a scoring opportunity. And I'm really like seeing what he's bringing to the table for this series so far.
Yeah, no, it's been looking like Lost Souls starting to kind of flip the script here as we segue into game 3 here. Triple Threat had a pretty good game number 1 win. Looking to kind of answer back here. Sometimes the series just goes back and forth and back and forth. Sometimes it's whatever team can heat up first. And game 3 here, some say it's one of the most important games in a best-of-5 series. And see who can take this one and progress to match point here. Lone Eyes takes it up. Good redirect by JD. Bones should be coming in for this one. Turner does beat him to it. JD a little bit awkward here, kind of taking his time with this one. Decent first touch right into Turner. Gets 2 50s back to back. Sends this ball into the blue side. Futago looking a little bit awkward here. JD probably not the pass he's looking for, but that's a good touch by Lone Eyes. Bones hesitant to go. Baits out a double commit there. JD pops it up high again, but kind of gives away possession, gives Lost Soul a chance here.
Yeah, we see a good boom into the end to keep the pressure up by not Turner, but it's shut down by Bones. Trout fan there to cover it. Kind of gets an awkward touch up. A good 50 coming in. Not Turner on the back wall. A little awkward with the no boost, but he's got Trout fan there with the full boost. And that's what I like to see from these guys. Oh, good opportunity here. Can he get the double? Oh, he just barely missed that. But I'm liking these opportunities where they're... That's just in. He shut me up. Good job, JD. That's a good goal right there. Way to see that. The field's open. Just a great booming clear. Just fortunately went in the net.
Yeah, no, like you said, that's just a great read. Probably sensed that Lost Souls were a little bit overcommitted, and that's just perfect placement. If he puts that any more left, could be a save for Lost Souls, but again, it kind of feels like, I mean, I think we've seen a good goal from Lone Eyes, had a good shot midfield, but again, JD kind of seems to feel like one of their only senses of offense there, but Turner gets a beat on the last man back. JD can't put a hand up high enough, and Lost Souls answer back almost immediately.
It's always good to see when you get down a goal, getting that goal right back right away is very important for the momentum in the series. You can't just sit there and ponder on that goal that you got scored on. You got to get that pressure up right away, get another goal, and we see another good opportunity here, but a good save by JD. Futago getting these shots on, like I said, being that good third man back there when you need him. We see a good little passing play here to Trout fan. Can he get the double here? He's got an opportunity. He hits it down. That's a good try. Futago keeping that pressure up. Trout, and now it's not Turner. It's just one after another after another. They're there to keep it in that end. We see that this orange side's a little bit boost starved. 2 of them with no boost, 1 with boost. That's a big problem in Div C that I see all the time. We see not Turner gonna get a good opportunity here again. Just these shots are unrelenting.
Oh, again, Trofan comes in. These offensive rotations are looking fantastic from Lost Souls. That's what's letting them have so much pressure. JD with a ripper on net. Oh, who was that on the backboard? Couldn't find a touch. I think it was Trofan. Goes missing on the play, and JD capitalizes on that and gets his second goal of the game.
Absolutely. I mean, those open nets are the hardest, so seeing people score those always puts a smile on my face.
That's for sure. Yeah, I think I kind of got stopped halfway as I was saying this before, but it kind of feels like JD is kind of their only form of offense right now. Like we said, Bones and Lone Isa, they've been good, but I'm looking for them to really help out JD. It's not going to be a consistent way to find success here in Div C. Trofan with an opportunity here goes for the demo in the one-on-one situation. What a play by JD to avoid the demo and make the touch. That is not an easy play to make.
Absolutely not. I've gone for a lot of those and it's gone against me. They hit the ball completely back towards my net. So, I mean, it's good to see when it works, but when it doesn't, it can really bite you in your butt. So, we see a good opportunity here. It's floating mid, just not a lot of offensive pressure here. Kind of slower to come in. Awkward touch almost by Turner there, and Futago's there, maybe to get a 50, get it back mid into this orange half. There comes JD with a good touch down to the other side. Trout fan maybe there to collect it, but we see good pressure from Lone Isa here, trying to get that 50, and Bones is there to clean that up. Good clear here by Trout fan, but JD's there. Like you were saying, getting that pressure of the whole team rather than just one player is very important. That way, you know, you're not just relying on one guy. If his shot's off for one game, then it's going to be very, very hard to win the series.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good slow play by Bones. And really, it kind of feels like JD's done a very good job of being a very aggressive second man and capitalizing on some of the chances that, you know, Bones and Lone Isa are setting up. This is an awkward play here. Trofan looking at it. Oh, what a save!
What a save!
JD has been just putting the team on his back. What an insane save there, but it feels like Lone Isa and Bones are just a little bit more hesitant of second man. I think if they were a little bit more aggressive as second man, kind of following up JD, I think they would find some more success. But doesn't really matter when you're up in the lead right now. Bones finds a big floater downfield, and again, Lost Souls caught on their heels defensively, have no answer to that. Bones finds another big clear down for a goal.
Absolutely. Rotations are one of the most important things in Rocket League. You've seen the fundamental players can hit champ or even GC just by knowing rotations, and it just goes to show how important it is. You don't need to learn how to do a double flip reset. You don't need to be doing musky flips. All you need to, basically, what you need to know is simple rotations. As you see, kind of an awkward opportunity here. Not Turner, just kind of leaving it for his team, but oh, we can see an awkward redirect here. Good chance here for Bones, and he misses it. Not Turner, just with a boom, and it goes in, making it a one-score game with 14 seconds left.
Yeah, unfortunate miss there from I believe it's Bones, and yeah, that's one of those ones you'll take it if you can get it. Now 14 seconds to go. Things just got interesting. Lost Souls need one goal to tie this one up in a very important game 3. Futago doesn't have a lot of boost. 50 comes out from Bones. Turner has a good pop here. Gonna go up off the backboard. JD got a nice early jump to deny that one. Lone Isa gets a good settle and keeps that ball down. Triple threat, taking game 3. Almost let it get away from him though.
Very close game. Love to see them. Hate them if you're on the other side of the field where you're down one.
Very true, very true. I don't know how many. I'm sure you've had that before, but it's one of the worst feelings. It really is, just being so close yet so far.
Absolutely. All my games have went to game 5, and we've lost some pretty close ones where it's just a 1-goal game and we just need to squeak by, but we just couldn't get it done. So not a good feeling. We're hoping that doesn't affect Lost Souls mentality. looks like Not Turner just forfeit the match. I'm joking. We'll look into that, but we're hoping that doesn't affect their mentality. We need them to come into this game 4 down 1 with the mentality that they can win this, and it's just a tough situation for the captain to be in.
No, it really is, but I mean, we saw the stats. Turner, over a goal per game on average. Trout fan, over a goal per game on average. This Lost Souls team has the capability to do it. It seems like so far they just haven't really been able to find that in this series, but we know it's in there somewhere, so we know it's not impossible. But this is where they got to bring it out and figure it out against this triple threat team, because they're living up to their name so far. They truly, well, actually, I'm gonna admit, it's kind of more of the solo threat right now. JD has really just been running this, helping out the team a lot here. But if Lost Souls can find some sort of answer, we know they're capable, but just a matter of if and when they can find it here.
Yeah, they're really missing that pressure that they had in the game that they won, and we see a good opportunity from Lone Isa. JD back, maybe going to get a poppy carry here, but he's going to be keeping it and just taking it deep, keeping that pressure in their end. That's something that I believe it's Lost Souls needs to do to bring the series back into their favor. Having that ball in the other half for a majority of the game can win you games, and we see a great shot coming in from Not Turner. Out of nowhere, Not Turner with a great redirect here.
Wow, there we go. We see the Trout fan pass that you talked about. That's a beautiful pass, especially on low boost. To get that power on it and just absolutely dime up Turner is a beautiful sight to see if you're Lost Souls. That's a lot of what their stats says. Almost a kickoff goal for triple threat to answer back. Lone Isa going for a crazy play there. Almost finds a double tap, maybe even a triple tap. Can't quite put it away. Futago now. Looks for a clear out, gets it around Bones. Awkward rotations here. Lone Isa looks a little bit slow to this one. Goes missing on the play as well. JD low on boost as well. Maybe a pass. Oh, an unfortunate pass, but Bones gets a good 50. Send this ball into the blue half.
Absolutely. We see a good shot coming in from JD, and it goes in to tie it up. This is the pressure that you need if you want to win the series. Getting that goal right away after you get scored on is what you need. And we see a great shot coming in from JD. Absolutely slots it in between the two defenders there.
And that is a man that hits his ground shot training packs. That is a beautiful shot. Times it perfectly right as the ball hits the ground, and just perfect power. Gets a good shot there. JD has been electric this series. Gets another goal, ties it up here. Triple threat trying to end this series here on match points. 3:30 to go. Bones gets a decent 50 here. Still dangerous though. Trofan's up early for this one, trying to get over that ball. Rings off the crossbar. Turner's going to come flying in on low boost. Kind of gets a touch, but gives away possession. Lone Isa can go up off the sidewall. Doesn't have boost to follow up on this one. Turner going for another redirect here. Might have been online, shut down by Bones. Trofan goes up, tries to disrupt, but JD got up early enough to get a beat on that one. That's an unfortunate miss. Can Lone Isa wrap his car around it? Puts it midfield for his teammate. Can't find it. Definitely a missed opportunity there for triple threat.
Yeah, we see Troutfan trying to recover that ball, but just gets challenged right away. We see a lot of pressure coming in here from this triple threat team. They want this ball in the blue half, and we see a good shot coming in here from JD. JD, the man, the myth, the legend, just carrying this team with the shots, non-relenting. It's electric. That's the only word I can think of. It's electric to watch this man.
It has been so fun to watch him. He's been playing so well, completely shutting down this Lost Souls team. Just not really missing right now. JD is no joke, to say the least. He's trying to get this ball centered here. Maybe going for a back pass. Bones able to put this into the corner. Trofan looking for a clear. Gets a touch around Bones. A little bit awkward now as Turner finds a clear out, but it gives away possession. JD gonna put this really hard into this blue corner. Defensive rotation's looking a little bit awkward now. It's an unfortunate touch from Trofan. Pinch does come out. Save him a little bit of time, but Bones is trying to keep it up. Passes at midfield for JD. Trofan needs to make a touch. He can't find it. A beautiful play. I don't know if Bones is trying to get that across, but JD, a beautiful touch. I think that was intentional. I don't know. It looked pretty intentional, but a very good goal from JD once again.
There's the passing plays that I was bringing up at the beginning that we needed to see from this team to have them successful. And as we see, they pass the ball, they get a goal. They're rewarded, and we see a good opportunity coming in from JD, and it's off the backboard. He's got Bones there, but it's a good 50 cleared out, but Lone Isa there to put it right back in to Futago going to be booming it down. Not a lot of boost, but he's going to be going for a 50 here. JD getting a good clear. Going to be going up for the shot off the backboard. Lone Isa there to recover. Good demo coming in. Good opportunity. Good touch by Lone Isa, but Futago there to save it. Bones going to be up here causing havoc. We see Futago getting a good touch around 1. Bones there. Try to cut him off, but Futago just keeps going. Lone Isa there to try to clear this out of his half, but we're seeing a kind of a shift change of pressure here. It started off a lot of pressure. We see that they're down by 2. They know that they need the ball in their half. Almost a great bump there on Bones. And we just see Lost Souls trying to keep this ball in their half and making opportunities for themselves. Being down 2 goals, never fun.
Yeah, it's just going to be Lost Souls' first loss of the season. We're going to find out here in about a minute if they can stay alive in the series. This ball floating on the right side of the field here. Ball's going to go up this orange wall. JD can't get a touch. The ball is barely off the wall. I thought it was kind of glued to it. Did not have a touch. Is Lone Isa now. He was one of those, in my opinion, Lone Isa is one of those sneaky mechanical players. He's very solid mechanically, and especially defensively, he's been looking pretty good. Futago trying to get a pass midfield. JD kind of an awkward touch. Keeps it close enough for Lone Isa to get a nice clear out. This is going to waste a lot of time. 38 seconds separates the triple threat from taking this series.
Absolutely, and you brought up Lone Isa with those good sneaky mechanics. There's a good opportunity for JD, but he's just gonna be barely missing it. Lone Isa back up on the wall. That's one thing that he's always on the wall or always in the air to challenge you. You never have a free shot when he's in front of that ball, especially in the air. He's not scared to go up for that. Let's see a good opportunity. 13 seconds, clock winding down. JD gonna be getting a good touch in the air to waste time. Lost Souls, first loss of the season. Going down to triple threat. Maybe not yet. Maybe. There we go.
Oh, man, I like watching the cams. You can see JD getting pretty hype in the cam. You got Bones flexing. That's a great series overall from triple threat. Man, I felt like just looking at their stats and stuff and their win percentage, I think it was pretty low. Triple threat looks like a genuine threat, especially with this man, JD. You know, at the top of his team. If Bones and Lone Isa start to, I mean, obviously Bones has 3 assists there, you know, really enabling JD on some great passes. But if Bones and Lone Isa are going to get active offensively, this triple threat team is truly looking like a threat to Div C. A beautiful series, taking it in 4. Was that my? Oh, I predicted it in 5, didn't I? For triple threat. Yeah, I was close. I believed all along.
Definitely wasn't because I picked Lost.
Yeah, definitely not. But no, a great series overall. Triple threat, taking it in 4. We're gonna go ahead, get these boys in for a short little winners interview here. They looked pretty happy to win, so we're gonna go ahead and see what they have to say about their win here. But let's go ahead and get these boys in. And first and foremost, huge congratulations, boys. You take down one of the only remaining undefeated teams on the season. And JD, I gotta toss it to you, bro. You had an amazing series, scoring goals left, right, front, and center. How does it feel to take down that Lost Souls team?
It feels great. We definitely went into it, and you know, I definitely told them, I was like, all right, listen, you know, funny enough, this game and then the next game we actually play, we're going up against the only 2-0 teams, funny enough.
Oh.
But I literally said, I was like, don't even worry about it. You know, it's only the second weekend. You can't make predictions too early. You can't, you know, define how someone's going to do in the first 2 weeks. So
yeah, honestly, that's a W mindset. I kind of feels like you have the mindset of like, okay, we're going against the 2-0 teams, right? And we have a chance to, you know, really rile up the division right now. Let's knock them both down, and you're halfway there by taking down Lost Souls here. So huge kudos to you, JD. You had a fantastic series. But I'll toss it to you now, Bones. You know, you take that step up from Division D last semester up into Division C this semester. Talk a little bit about, you know, the differences from last semester to this one and your experience here in Div C this semester.
I guess the main difference is actually having to communicate like with everyone. Like last season, my team name was Ball Chasers, so we kind of we communicated. We got better over the season, but like JD's really been like hammering us to get better at communication. It's honestly been helping a ton, just knowing where your teammates at. It's helped with passing and stuff. So
Hell
it's
yeah,
been a lot quicker gameplay. That's the biggest thing.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I saw, especially in that game 4 right there, I saw a crazy pass that you found over to JD, slotted it, you know, from midfield. That was a beautiful play to say the least. But so yeah, that's great to hear, and finally find it, or not finally, but good to hear that, or good to see that you guys are finding some success. It's gonna be anybody's game, but toss it to you now, Daryl, if you have any questions for these boys.
Yeah, I got one for Lone Isa here. You had a great game. I like watching you play. You're very mechanical up in the air. You're not scared to go up. So I guess my question is, what's your mindset going into a game, especially against a 2-0 team? What's your mindset for like kind of a game plan for you?
I don't know. It's just like, just have fun. If we win, we win. If we lose, we lose. It's not like that big of a deal. It's all about just having fun and having great mental.
Absolutely. We see that a lot in DCRL, where the teams that are having the most fun are going to be getting the most wins. And I think you boys put on a show for us tonight, you know, taking down that #1 seed team. I mean, it was a great game to cast. So
Yeah, no, it was definitely a lot of fun to see. Lone Isa, you're one of the more veteran players of DCRL at this point. This has got to, I think you've been here since season 1, if I'm not mistaken, right? This is going to be your 6th season so far, right?
Yeah.
So I mean, just that mindset proves the veteran status there. Just go in, have some fun, and sometimes the fun buff is real. I'm not like Daryl said, it's a real thing. Just go in and just kind of, you know, dick around, just have some fun. So so huge kudos to you boys. Last question is gonna be, I think, so you, like you said, you go up against the last, you know, remaining 2-0, 3-0 team, whatever they might be. I believe that's Dracula's team, and he's in the chat right now saying, "JD, I'll see you next week." What do you got for Dracula in the chat?
Honestly, you know, I just hope the best for them. It's not, you know, it's competition, yeah, but honestly, it's, you know, if they beat us, they beat us. Like as I said, if they beat us, they beat us. If we win, we win. GG's. You know, we're gonna take them seriously, of course, but you know.
Well, yeah. That's just a wholesome moment right there. You're not like everybody else. Yellow Dog would have came in and just been like roasting him right there, but no, no, you love the friendly competition there. So yeah, it'll be fun to watch. I mean, you take down one, it'll be. I'll be paying attention to see if you guys can do it again. Take down the last remaining undefeated team. So, without on this, Daryl, you got anything else for these boys before we head off?
I don't, but I just want to say great series. Good job, boys, and can't wait to play you guys myself.
All right. Well, with that, we're gonna go ahead and send her off. Huge congrats, boys, and good luck next week.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, peace. All right, that's gonna do it. Felt like a pretty fast series. I mean, it went to 4 games, but pretty quick all the way around. Kind of felt a little fast, but Triple Threat do take it in 4. A very fun series overall as they take down one of the remaining undefeated teams here in Div C. Daryl, what are your thoughts here? Are you a little bit, you know, scared going against JD now, or what's going on?
Absolutely not. I'm the best player in Div C, and I will stand by that. No, I obviously every game plan's a little different, and casting the game, I get to see the strats right up front.
True.
Talk to the players after, so I'm hoping to use that to my advantage. But I think they're going to be a fun team to watch throughout the rest of the season. You can already see them progressing. They were 1-2 before this, and now they're 2-2.
1-1, now 2-1.
Okay.
Yep.
2-1. So I mean, 2-1 at the beginning of the season, fresh teammates, obviously shows that you guys are progressing pretty quickly. So I'm excited to play against them. They seem like they're a pretty solid team there.
Yeah, that's always one of my favorite things about DCRL, and it's one of the main reasons why I'm sticking around. I'm not even in college anymore. I'm still just, you know, spending my time here, but it's always so fun to see teams, you know, progress as a team, right? You know, I've seen teams start off, you know, 0-4. My team started off 0-4, and then we ended up winning the Div A championship. So I mean, it's just stuff like that where, you know, it's so much fun to watch from an outside POV. And it like you mentioned pre-game, it's week 3 is one of those turning points for a lot of teams where you've played enough with each other and start to understand how each other play. So it's been a blast, and I'm really excited to see this Triple Threat team, see if they can make some moves here in Division C. So without further ado, Daryl, thank you so much for hopping on with me on this series. You did a great job, and it's hopefully we can get you on for some more.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me. All
right, well, that's going to be it for our stream here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Really quick shout out We do have an Epic creator code. So if you buy any V-Bucks or credits in Rocket League, you can use our code DCRL. Helps us out a little bit. And then also tonight we're gonna be posting a bunch of not a bunch, three or four shorts of some clips from stream. So on our socials, on our YouTube, TikTok, all that stuff. So if you're interested in seeing those, go follow us on all those platforms. And as always, thank you guys so much for stopping in and making this as fun as it is for us to stream some of these games. So with that out of the way, that is going to be it here tonight. Once again, thank you guys so much, and we'll see you guys soon. Peace out.